Hi everyone, this is Rosemarie Penner from the Unfinished Lesson, and this is another Quick Win series. This is video 5 of a 5-part series on how to build excitement after the studio holidays. If you have not watched parts 1 through 4, by all means, go down below, hit the links in the description. You will definitely want to watch those. They cover everything from how we welcome clients to how do we share the focus of the year or the first part of the year, how do we engage on social media, and what do we do those first few weeks. In this 5th part of the series, we're going to take a look at following up. So you may be thinking, if we're building excitement, why is following up with clients in there? Well, think about when a company they work really, really hard to get you to buy something from them, maybe to change over your cell phone service, or maybe it's your cable provider, whatever it may be. And you finally switch over and then it's crickets. If you have a problem, they don't answer, and it's frustrating, right? Well, we don't want to be like that, even inadvertently. And especially for new clients, but even returning clients, especially if things have changed in your studio, we want to make sure that we keep those lines of communication open. We want to make sure that the support is there. So some of the ideas that you can do this with are, for the first idea, you could send a quick personalized text or email. Now, I know some teachers really do not want to text their clients, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. You could call. Email tends to get lost, so oftentimes I have to follow up with it. Text, at least with my clients, they tend to be seen, they tend to get responded to, as long as I'm not texting all the time. So this could be just something as simple as, I had so much fun at Samantha's lesson this week, and I just wanted to make sure that she was doing great with the practice strategy that we had talked about in lesson, or whatever it is. Keep it personalized, keep it short, and you're just letting them know that just because you got the tuition money doesn't mean you're ghosting them, right? You're there to support them and make sure that their family has great success this year. The second idea is that you can just check how practice is going. So you might think this is the same as the previous one, and in some ways it is. After the first lesson, I like actually sending a quick text or email that day or the day after. Then what I like to do is send another message, maybe partway during the week or maybe in the second week. Hey, you know what? The first few weeks, I know that setting up a practice routine can be a challenge. I wanted to check in with your family. How's that going? Is there any supports that you need? Yes, it means more work for us because we're putting in more admin time in between lessons. But trust me when I say that putting the effort and the time in those first few weeks will completely pay off in the long run. Hopefully in your own onboarding process, and I can put a link below for a video on that, you've talked about how to access the different resources that are available to your students. But what you want to do is make sure that those first few weeks are really about making sure that everything is incredibly solid, that those 6 days in between lessons, your families feel confident and your students feel confident in what they're going to be doing. All right, last tip. Post on social media. Yes, I know I already talked about social media, but what I want you to do is find clips. If you're teaching online, you can just record lessons as long as you have permission. But what you want to do is get video and pictures and share them on social media, and then tag the students or the parents, depending on whose account is following you. This gives them a reason to follow. It also gives them some bragging rights. You know, hey, I already did this in lessons. Only been week 2, but guess what I already accomplished, or guess what I did. It's really fun for extended family and friends to see, but it's also very cool to be able to have those bragging rights, like I said. All right, so those are the 3 tips. What I'd like you to do before you go on to the rest of your day is decide, how are you going to follow up with clients in those first few weeks of lessons? Let me know in the comments below. I am very excited to hear what those are, and I hope you have an incredible day.